So we need to solve this quadratic equation, and you're instructed to solve by factoring. That means if you use another method, you get no points. We look at the coefficient of the x squared, which is 3, and then we look at the number that stands alone, which is 40. Now we multiply these two numbers, we come up with 120. So now we look at all of the combinations where the factors of 120, and we are trying to get a value of minus 26. Notice all of these numbers are positive. So that means for you to have a negative value, that means both of the terms that we want will be negative, because a negative times a negative will give us a positive number. So the number we want is 26, so we're looking for this number 6 and 20, so we need to make both of them negative. Okay, so let's move this out of the way so we can see what's going on. Okay, so when we split the minus 26 into minus 6x and minus 20, we still have the same value because minus 6 minus 20 is indeed minus 26. But we now have 4 terms, which allows us to focus on the first two and then the second two. And that will allow us to see what our factors will be. We came up with 3x for the two on the left, which I haven't read. And then we came up with negative 20 for the other two. That's because the negative sign is in the middle. It's going to be easier if we keep that. So when we do that, we're going to find out that the 3 will knock out the 3 and only 1x will remain. We keep the sign, which is negative. 6 divided by 3 is 2, and the x's knock at each other. We are hoping that we'll see x minus 2 in the next set of brackets. And when we divide both of these by negative 20, notice that the negative 20 knocks out the negative 20, so this x will be positive. But when we get to the positive 40 and the negative 20, when you divide, you'll end up with a negative value. So now these two are the same, so we can put x minus 2 in the first brackets, and then 3x minus 20 will go in the second bracket. Now, we have to look at this as saying this red number multiplying this blue number gives us 0. And the only way you can multiply two numbers and get 0 is if one of those numbers is 0. So if x minus 2 is 0, when you add 2 to both sides, x would be equal to 2. So that's our first option. Quadratic equations will always give us two solutions. So if 3x minus 20 is equal to 0, adding 20 to both sides, we get 3x equal to 20. Divide both sides by 3, 20 divided by 3. You can leave your answers 20 thirds, or if you want to change it to a mixed number, it'll be 6 and 2/3. If you're using a calculator, you're going to get 6.6666666. That's going to run on forever. And you can put 6 point, and let me just include that. Oops, I need an equal sign there, 6.67. And that should be accepted as a viable answer.